tell you a story this morning about a man called Simon. This is Simon. He's on my picture board here in pink. And Simon was part of a group of people called the Pharisees. This is a strange word that we don't hear much about these days. But the Pharisees were basically a group of religious leaders, and they had a problem. You see, their problem was that they were really, really, really proud. They thought that they were more clever than everyone else. They thought they were better than everyone else. And worst of all, they thought that they were closer to God than everyone else. They thought that they were so close to God, in fact, that actually it would be okay if they made their own rules up about what to do, and that would be okay with God. And you know, Simon, he was no different. No different at all. You see, Simon was very proud. And Simon liked nothing better than to have people watch him walk to the temple 6 days a week to do his prayer and worship. Simon liked nothing more than for people to see him putting lots of money in the charity boxes. Not because he wanted to help people or anything like that, but just because he wanted people to think about how good he was. And Simon liked nothing more than when he walked down the street for people to, on the other side, to go, "Oh, look, there's Simon. Isn't he good? Isn't he great? Isn't he clever? Isn't he so close to God?" And you know, as Simon used to walk along, he would think to himself, "Yes, I am." But you might notice from my picture here that Simon doesn't look particularly happy. You see, he doesn't, does he? You see, that might confuse you, because Simon used to spend his time and hang out with all the really important people in this town, all the well-to-do people, all the intelligent people, all the respectable people. And so Simon was looked up to in his town as being one of the most important people. But, like I said, he doesn't look particularly happy. And the reason is that somebody came into Simon's town and was taking a bit of the attention away from Simon. Okay, but unlike Simon, this man, he wasn't proud. He was the opposite. He was what we call humble. And instead of just hanging around with the nice, well-to-do people, this man used to hang around with people who had lots of troubles going on. The people maybe who were really ill. He used to hang around with people that may be homeless. Now, you could probably guess from the picture who it is, but I don't want anyone to shout out. Do you think you know who this person is? Just put your hands up. I think the first hand was right at the back there.
Jesus.
It was Jesus, that's right. And you know what really made Simon annoyed more than anything else about Jesus is that Jesus wasn't just going around saying to people that he was close to God, but actually he was going around telling people that he'd been sent by God. Ooh, that made Simon really, really, really angry. And Simon thought to himself, "I've got to get to the bottom of this. I've got to find out exactly what this Jesus is up to." He thought, "I know what I'll do." He thought, "I'll throw a party. I'll invite all my clever, intelligent friends, and I'll invite Jesus as the guest of honour, and then we can really find out what he's up to." So that's what Simon did. He decided to throw a party. But Simon, being Simon, couldn't just throw the party. Oh, no, no, no. He had to let everyone in the town know all about it. So everybody knew that Simon was going to throw this huge party. Okay, and I suppose it would have been a little bit like today when we see celebrity get-togethers and they got all the red carpet and the lights and the cameras. Not that they would have had cameras, of course. But it would have been that kind of thing. Because what would happen, or what did happen, was that everybody came on the night of the party to Simon's house. They were trying to see through the windows. They were up on the garden wall, looking in. They wanted to know who was going to come. Excuse me. They wanted to know who was going to come. They wanted to see what people were going to have to eat. And more than anything, they wanted to know, what would Jesus say? Well, you know, when we invite people to our houses, and particularly if it's for a party, we might do certain things to make them feel a bit welcome, wouldn't we? Okay, now again, I don't want you to shout out, but if you think of something you might do to somebody when they come to your house, just put your hand up. So, what would you do?
Give them a handshake and say welcome.
That's a very good way. Yeah, make them feel welcome at the door. Well done, yeah? Greet them, yes, kind of the same thing, but you're right, you put your hands on, that's fine. But you would make people feel welcome when they arrive at your house. Well, you know, in these days, we're talking about in Jesus' time, they had some customs to do as well. Things that you were expected to do for guests. And some of them might be a bit strange to us, but the first thing that you were expected to do, okay, when somebody turned up to your house, would be you'd be expected to greet them at the door with a kiss, just a single kiss on the cheek, just to let them know you were friendly with them. Okay, now when I go to France and I visit my friends there, they give me a kiss on both cheeks. It's just the way they do it. Over here, as my friend down here said, we like to give people a handshake to make them feel welcome. Okay? Now the second thing that they used to do was that they would give you a bowl of water to wash your feet in, which sounds a bit strange to us, but actually it was a really dry and dusty country, and so by doing that, well, first of all, you might keep your floors a little bit cleaner, but secondly, it would make your guests feel a bit more comfortable about themselves while they're in your home. And the third thing that they would have been expected to do was to give you, as a guest, a little dab of ointment, perfumed ointment, on your forehead. Now that sounds really weird. I don't know how I'd react if somebody tried to do that to me, to be honest with you. But the point was that because it was a hot and sweaty country, if maybe you had a long journey to get there, you might be worried about how you smell. So by doing this, they made you smell nice with the perfumed oil. Okay? So which was nicer for obviously for everybody else in the room, but also might help your guests feel more relaxed. Well, when Jesus arrived at Simon's house, Simon opened the door and he didn't do any of these things. It was as though he opened the door and he said to Jesus, "Oh, sure is it? Come on in, get in." Well, everybody was shocked. They were horrified. They were like, how rude is Simon being to Jesus? And you know, there was one lady who was watching on. She was so upset that she ran home to get something. And I'll come to that in a minute. But nevertheless, even though he'd been treated rudely at the front door, Jesus went in, and he went in to go and enjoy the food that had been prepared by Simon. And that again is something else that would have been different to the way we do things today. You see, today we normally have a table about so high, we sit there with our chairs. But in those days, the table would basically be right down on the floor. And the way they would eat their food is to lie on their front with their feet out behind them. So Jesus went and he had the meal with them. Now we're not told in the Bible what they had to eat, and we're not really told about what the conversation was. But given the rude welcome that Jesus had at the door, it's probably safe to assume that Simon and his clever friends weren't that nice to Jesus. Maybe they were rude about where he came from, or maybe they tried to trip him up on certain issues. Whatever it was during this part of the meal, or during this part of the evening at least, that lady I was just telling you about, she arrived back at Simon's house. And she snuck into the house, which actually she was allowed to do, because believe it or not, in those days, even if you hadn't been invited to a party, you were allowed to go in, as long as you stayed to the outside edge of the room and didn't interfere with the guests, you were allowed to just watch what was happening. So she went into the room and she made her way all the way round to where Jesus was. And then she did a few things that really, really shocked people. You see, the first thing she did was she started to cry. And she cried and she cried and she cried. And in the end, she had so many tears that she let them fall on Jesus' feet. And she washed Jesus' feet with her own tears. And because she didn't have a towel with her, what she did was she unclipped her hair from on top of her head. And she used her own hair as a towel. Okay, she dried Jesus' feet. I mean, Simon should have given him a bowl of water at the front door and he didn't bother. But this lady basically used herself to wash Jesus' feet. And the next thing she did, after his feet were clean, and you have to remember his feet were clean, okay, was that she kissed him on both of his feet. Now Simon should have given him a single kiss on the cheek at the door, but he didn't. But this lady showed how much she cared about Jesus by kissing both of his cheeks. But then she did the thing that really nobody was expecting. You see, you might remember I said she went home to fetch something. Well, this lady wasn't rich. She was quite poor. But what she got out was this jar of really expensive perfumed oil. And she didn't just get a dab out with her finger. She poured the whole lot over Jesus' feet. This was probably her prized possession. Probably cost her all the money she had. And yet she poured it over Jesus' feet. So Jesus' feet probably would have smelled amazing, to be honest with you. Wow. And you know, when Jesus saw her do this, he didn't just see a lady pouring oil over his feet. Actually, because the Bible says to us that he was God in the form of a human, actually, what he was doing was seeing into her heart and seeing into her life. And he could see that actually, she'd not led a good life. She'd done lots of things wrong. And we all do things wrong all the time. But she was really sorry about it. And she was desperate for a fresh start. And then the Bible tells us that actually, this is the reason that Jesus went to that cross that we'll be remembering shortly at Easter time. The Bible tells us that the reason he went there was quite deliberate. It was to pay the punishment for all the things that lady had done. But more than that, the Bible tells us that Jesus went there to pay the punishment for all the things that all of us do wrong, including myself. But Nevertheless, in Simon's house, Simon looked at this, he looked at this happening, and he thought, well, that settles it. He thought, there's no way that this Jesus could have been sent by God, because if he was sent from God, there's no way he would let a woman like that anywhere near him. You see, Simon was still making the mistake of thinking that God is only interested in nice, upstanding, respectable people. And whilst God is interested in those people, certainly, the Bible tells us that actually God is interested in people, whatever their backgrounds are, whatever they've done, and particularly people like this lady who realise that they've done things wrong and actually want to say sorry and have a fresh start. So Jesus knowing this, because like I said, he was God, he turned to Simon and he said, Simon, he said, can I tell you a story? Whoa, well, thought Simon, this will give me incredible kudos with my friends. He said, because actually, I'll be able to go around and tell people that Jesus has told me a story. You see, Simon had heard that Jesus told him the most amazing story. So Simon agreed to let Jesus tell the story. Well, said Jesus, there were two friends. They were in business, but they'd run out of money. And so they both had a third friend who was very rich and very generous. So these two men, they went to their rich and generous friend and they asked if they could borrow some money. Of course, said the rich and generous friend. How much do you need? Well, the first man said, well, can I borrow £50, please? Of course, said the rich and generous friend. The second man said, can I borrow £500, please? Absolutely, said the rich and generous friend. He gave them the money and off they went. Well, some time later, some weeks or months later, the rich and generous friend got to thinking, I haven't had my money back off my two friends. I better go and see them about it. So he went to see them and he said, you know that money that I owed you? Yes, they said, because they knew they'd spent it and they didn't have it to give it back. He said, any chance I can have it back now? Oh, no, they don't. And they started sort of stammering over their words and coming up with excuses, and they were probably a bit like, well, can we pay you back a little bit at a time over the next couple of years? And the rich and generous friend, well, he looked at them and he said, do you know what? Forget it. You don't have to pay me the money back. He turned to the one man, he said, that £50 you owe me? Don't worry about it, forget it, we'll wipe the debt clean. He turned to the other man, he said, that £500 that you owe me, forget it, you don't have to pay me back. We'll wipe the debt clean. Well, Jesus turned to Simon and he said, which of these two men do you think was probably the most grateful? Well, don't put your hands up if you think you know. Which of these two men was the most grateful? Let's pick somebody else. Over at the end of it, yeah? The left, your left, that would be this one here, yeah? The one who owed £500, you're right. And the reason was because he owed so much more money and he knew that he had absolutely no way of paying it back. And Jesus turned to Simon, he said, Simon, he said, this is a bit like you and that lady. You see, you don't think you've done much wrong, if anything at all. Whereas she realises that she's done so many things wrong in her life that there's no way she could ever make up for it. And she would really value the chance to be forgiven and have a fresh start. And you know, boys and girls, sometimes that is like us, because we all do things wrong. And sometimes, when we're really sorry, we show it. Because if we just say to something, oh, sorry, really, we're just a bit disappointed we got caught out in the first place. But if we're really genuinely sorry, then not only will we say it and mean it, but we'll try not to do the same things again. So Jesus turned to this lady and he said something that caused a real stir in the room. He said, go. He said, your sins are forgiven, go in peace. Well, as soon as he said this, Simon and his friends were up in uproar. They were shouting and screaming and pointing at Jesus. They said, you can't forgive sins, only God can forgive sins. So I'm going to tell you, boys and girls, that on this occasion, Simon and his friends were absolutely right. Not only God can forgive sins, but because the Bible tells us that Jesus is God in human form, he was actually quite right to forgive sins. So he was doing the right thing. And you know, the great thing is that lady left that house feeling like the weight of the world being lifted off her shoulders. She went away so happy because she'd met Jesus, she'd been forgiven, and she had a fresh start in life. And yet the Bible tells us that that's the great thing about the cross. The Bible tells us that actually 2 days later, after Jesus died, so that we could all have the chance to be forgiven, the Bible tells us that 2 days later, God raised him from the dead. He was seen by hundreds and hundreds of people over a number of weeks. And so we know it was true, otherwise it could have been easily disproved at the time. And also, because he's alive in heaven, Christians believe today, that actually, even for us, if we realise that we say and we do and we think things that are wrong, if we say sorry to God, then we can be forgiven. But more than that, we can start to have a friendship with God if we listen to him through the Bible. And that means that actually when it's difficult for us to maybe do the things we should, or to not do the things we know we shouldn't, actually if we turn to him, like that lady, he will help us along the way.